Acting President and Prime Minister Han Duck-soo promised his utmost to stabilize South Korea's domestic situation and diplomatic relations as he took over President Yoon Suk Yeol's executive duties on Saturday. This came after Parliament voted to pass the motion on impeaching Yoon over his martial law decree. Our Oh Soo-young explains.
The lights went out at the entrance of the nation's top office on Saturday, no longer reading "Welcome to the Presidential Office." This came after Parliament passed a motion to start impeaching President Yoon Suk Yeol, who ordered martial law on December 3rd. His duties were suspended as of 7:42 p.m. upon receiving the National Assembly's resolution at the Presidential Office. The next executive in line, Prime Minister Han Duck-soo, assumed authority over state affairs, diplomacy and the military as acting president. Han hit the ground running as he presided over an emergency cabinet meeting, delivered a public address, and convened the National Security Council, pledging his utmost efforts to stabilize the country.
The government will adopt a humble stance, engage closely with the public, seek their cooperation, and maintain the trust of the international community. We'll ensure that you, the citizens, can feel reassured through steady and stable governance.
Han first stressed the importance of national security, calling for stronger military readiness to ensure no gaps in security and prepared to respond immediately to any crisis. He promised to make every effort as a whole government to maintain Seoul's alliances and trust with key partners, including the United States and their trilateral relations with Japan. Han also pledged to strengthen the government's response to support financial markets, public safety and order, and tailored support measures for vulnerable groups, as well as comprehensive disaster responses. On Sunday, Han met with National Assembly Speaker Oh Soo-young, emphasizing their commitment to cooperation between government and parliament to overcome the country's most pressing challenges. With over 40 years of working in the civil service, Han has been credited for his leadership in handling national crises such as the Oh Soo-young underpass disaster, the disrupted World Scout Jamboree last year, and the doctors' protests against medical reforms. In fact, the Prime Minister has experience of working for a caretaker government, having served as Chief of the Office for Government Policy Coordination under Acting President Koh Gon in 2004. Han plans to work from the government complex in Gwanghwamun Central, Seoul, and receive reports from secretaries remaining at the Yongsan Presidential Office, the National Security Council, and the Presidential Security Service. He met with presidential aides on Sunday, including the Chief of Staff Chung Jin-seok, to discuss how they will report to him and coordinate roles with the Prime Minister's office. They agreed that all organizational structures will shift to support the acting president's duties during the period of up to 180 days that the Constitutional Court will take to make a ruling on Yoon's impeachment case. With his executive powers frozen after 2.5 years, President Yoon now appears to be gearing up to challenge the proceedings and insurrection charges against him, having said he will not give up but fight to the end. Legal and political sources say Yoon is preparing to form a legal team to defend himself as court proceedings and investigations continue over the coming weeks and months. Oh Soo-young, Arirang News.